All right, let's just cut to the chase. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's already here. And by 2030, we're not just talking about a few jobs changing. We're talking about a complete redefinition of what it even means to be valuable. The old rulebook, it's gone. So what skills are actually going to matter? Well, let's dive into what the smartest people, the billionaires, are betting their money on. Okay, so first things first, a reality check. This isn't some far-off sci-fi movie kind of future. No, the ground is shifting under our feet as we speak. And if we're going to navigate this new world, we absolutely have to grasp the sheer scale of what's happening.
Just look at this number. Seriously, 70%. That's how many of the skills needed for the average job are expected to change by 2030. That's a stat from LinkedIn's Chief Economic Opportunity Officer, by the way. So just let that sink in for a second. The job you have right now, it's not just getting a little software update. We're talking a complete system overhaul, a total reboot.
So the big question is, where do we even focus our energy? This is where a really cool concept from Harvard Business School comes into play. They call it the jagged technological frontier. Just picture a line, kind of a jagged, messy one. On one side of that line, you've got all the tasks AI is just getting insanely good at super fast. But on the other side, that's where we, the humans, still reign supreme. AI can spit out a basic sales email in seconds, sure, but can it navigate the complex emotions and the nuance of closing a huge high-stakes deal? Not a chance. That right there, that's the frontier. And here, you can really see that frontier in action. Inside the line, AI is an absolute beast. I mean, summarizing notes, running repetitive analyses, it's a powerhouse. But outside the line, that's our turf. That's where we thrive. Things like solving a problem when you don't even have a clear goal yet, or making a really tough ethical call, or connecting ideas from like two totally different worlds. That's where human value doesn't just exist, it explodes.
So here's the most important takeaway from all this. The real risk isn't about being replaced by AI. It's not about a robot taking your seat. The real danger is making yourself irrelevant by clinging to all those tasks that are falling inside that AI frontier. The common advice is just learn more tech skills. But that's a trap. It's like trying to outrun a calculator. It's a race you are guaranteed to lose. We need a totally different playbook, one that starts with the one thing AI can't replicate, how we think.
And that brings us perfectly to skill number 1. This is the absolute foundation for everything else. It's all about building a reinvention mindset. And look, this is way more than just learning new things. It's about fundamentally rewiring the way you think about yourself, your skills, and your entire career path. Now, this whole idea comes from the incredible work of Carol Dweck over at Stanford. She talks about 2 mindsets. The fixed mindset is that voice in your head that says, I'm just not a math person, or I'm not creative. It's believing your talents are set in stone. But the growth mindset, that's the belief that you can get better at pretty much anything with dedication and hard work. And in the 2030 economy, I'm telling you, this isn't some feel-good motivational poster stuff anymore. It's literally an economic survival strategy. And this quote from Carol Dweck herself just nails it. Teaching kids to love challenges, to be intrigued by mistakes, to actually enjoy the effort, that's the whole game. It's about building the kind of deep resilience you need to adapt, not just one time, but over and over and over again for your entire career. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, forget that old idea of climbing a nice, straight, corporate ladder. That's over. Your career path now, it's a squiggly line. It zigs, it zags, it doubles back. Your job title is going to have an expiration date. The people who win in this new economy are the ones who can constantly reinvent their professional identity to solve whatever the next big problem is, not the one they just finished. All right, so you've got the mindset, you're ready to adapt. That's huge. But what's going to fuel you through all that constant reinvention? That brings us to skill number 2, purpose-driven performance. Think of this as your personal motivation engine. Because let's be real, machines don't get tired. They don't burn out. But we do. And this isn't just some fuzzy feel-good idea. It's a genuine performance advantage, and it's backed by hard data. Check this out. A recent study found this incredible link between your internal drive and your mental well-being. And you don't need to get lost in the numbers here. It's simple. When you have more autonomy, more control over your work, guess what? Your anxiety goes down. Your emotional stability goes up. It means when you're fired up by your own sense of purpose, you are literally, physically, and psychologically more fit to handle whatever change comes your way. And really, that's the bottom line right there. AI is built to optimize for efficiency.
It can streamline a supply chain with terrifying precision. But what can't it do? It can't find meaning in the work. That's our superpower. That's our edge. Your purpose. That's the sustainable, long-term fuel that's going to let you outlast, outperform, and stay energized when everything else is being automated. Okay, so we've got the mindset to reinvent, and we've got the purpose to keep us going. So, what does the actual work look like day to day? That brings us to skill number 3, mastering the human plus AI role. This is so important. The narrative is no longer human versus machine. The new story is human directing the machine. In that same Harvard study we talked about, it identified 2 really effective ways to do this. The first is called the centaur, like the mythical creature that's half human, half horse. The centaur is the strategic director. They split the tasks very clearly. It's like, okay, AI, you go crunch all that data. I'm going to go handle the tricky client negotiation. Then there's the cyborg. The cyborg is totally integrated with the AI, working together on every single step. It's a fluid dance. You write a sentence, the AI suggests the next one. The thing is, neither one is better than the other. The key is to figure out which one you are and then get really, really good at it. So what does it take to be a great centaur or a great cyborg? It comes down to these 5 things. LinkedIn calls them the 5 C's of human advantage. You've got curiosity, to ask way better questions than anyone else. Compassion, to actually understand the human side of the problem. Creativity, to connect dots no one else sees. Courage, to make those tough judgment calls. And finally, communication, to bring it all together and make it happen. And let me be clear, these aren't soft skills anymore. They are the new hard skills. Try coding compassion into a machine. You can't. Wow, okay. We have covered a ton of ground. We've talked about the shifting job market, the reinvention mindset, the power of purpose, and a whole new way of working with AI. So now, let's put it all together. Let's build a simple, actionable playbook that you can literally start using today.
It really boils down to just 3 steps. Step 1, adopt that reinvention mindset. See your career as a constant work in progress, not some fixed identity. Step 2, optimize for purpose. Find what energizes you, because that's your long-term fuel. And step 3, become an AI orchestrator. Use those 5 C's, your human advantage, to guide the tech, not to fight it. You see how they build on each other? That's how you create a real lasting advantage.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. In the world that's coming, AI will be an unbelievable engine for generating answers. It'll spit out options faster than we can read them. But the most valuable role, the human role, that's deciding on the consequences of those answers. It's where our judgment will always be pure computation. And that's not just a new job description. You could say that's our new purpose.